Pokemon Starter Elimination Game, Generation 9 Edition, Week 6 Recap, or just the last stream recap, because I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't get to stream a lot last week, so there's only one stream I did, so that means there's only one day that happened. But let me tell you, a lot happened in that one single day. Now, we'll start off with a simple thing. On the last week, we left off with a rollout on the field. Rollout is gone. Rollout hit 3 more Pokemon before going away. These were Torchic, Rowlet, and Grookey, which is why they've fallen down. Something else big happened, one of the big things happened, and that was Full Heal. Full Heal is on the event wheel, and when it is spun, every single Pokemon on the field will have their statuses cured. Now, I was talking to one of my viewers before, and I told them that paralysis is the safest status to have. It is annoying not being able to attack, but it's the only one that negative side effect isn't awful to the extent where it could absolutely screw you in the worst ways. Like, if you're burned, you lose attack and you take damage every turn. If you're poisoned, you take damage every vote. Badly poisoned is basically a death sentence. You get the picture. Pretty much sleep, you can't act. Freeze, you have to luck out to eventually get your chance to thaw out. So there's a lot to consider when it comes to how this works. So the fact that you're just 25% of the time unable to attack, but you don't have to worry about taking residual damage, it's not as bad. It's not that bad. Obviously, having no status is the best, but it's not that bad having a status, or not having a status, or having paralysis as a status. I can't talk. So that full heal, healing everyone, isn't necessarily a good thing if you're paralyzed. Yes, you get rid of the loss of attack, and I know someone said confusion, but you're going to hurt yourself in confusion, and you also can get multiple status with confusion, so you got to keep that in mind. So yeah, that happened. That full heal happened, and then immediately after, Grookey got burned. We also had a Destiny Bond linking Cyndaquil and Chimchar's health together, which mostly benefited no one, as Marshtomp is a second form. And I don't know if I said it before or if I explained it before, but I'll go through it again. First forms are +2, -2. That's how much their votes and their damage do. Middle forms are +4, -4. And final forms are +6, -6. That's the votes. That's base. What happens when you add super effective damage into that? It goes from a +2, it goes from +2, -2 to +2, -4, +4, -8, +6, -12. That means if you get hit by a super effective move from Marshtomp, you are taking 8 HP of damage, and as a small form, as they're all small form, you're only recovering 2 health per vote. You're getting bopped. You're getting hit with a hammer over your head. Marshtomp hurts you. Second form hurts you. You get kind of crushed. And Chimchar was at 11 HP and ends up finishing at 3 HP from that massive water move coming from Marshtomp. Not only that, since it was linked to Cyndaquil, Cyndaquil also takes 8 points of damage, dropping down to 26. That's what drops Cyndaquil down. That was massive. But it's not all rosy for Marshtomp, as you can see on the screen. Marshtomp unfortunately got hit with the badly poisoned. It was deemed, as the user who poisoned them, as the viewer who poisoned him said, it is too much of a threat. It hits too hard. I don't like it. It's scary. And they decided it is in their best interest to badly poison Marshtomp. Now, I just want to point out, badly poison seems like it's a death sentence, but it's really not. You just need to get a little lucky. And that's also part of what I feel a little iffy about how I do it sometimes when it comes to the wheels, but it is what it is. There's a lot of luck to come to Elimination Game. This will just be whoever is the most people supporting will always win. And that, honestly, is kind of boring because it takes out the fun of it, because you can kind of see how everything consolidates. So yeah, it helps, but also at the same time, you know, a little bit of luck goes along here. So Marshtomp isn't entirely screwed just looking at this board. Now there's a lot of things on the event wheel that can help you out. Most importantly, there's the item wheel spin. You can get an item wheel spin, and it can be a Pecha Berry, and you can cure it. It can be a full restore, and you can cure Marshtomp, and get his health all the way up. There are a couple things that you can do to get Marshtomp up. The most important thing right now, I'd say, is if you're the Marshtomp supporter, you need to get in right now. Do a wheel spin and your vote immediately. Yes, you're going to take 1 point of damage from the poison, but if you vote Marshtomp gets a +4, you could probably, honestly, here's what I would do, and this is just me speculating from different point of views. You could say it's more of a, hey, advice, but also not, but hey, I guess. I'd have Marshtomp attack Chimchar with water or ground to finish off Chimchar right off the bat. Now, Marshtomp is sitting at level 19 with 3 experience. That means it'll gain 1 experience from attacking, carrying Marshtomp up to 20. And then it'll get another level from defeating Pokemon, carrying Marshtomp up to 21. That is +4 HP off of levels, and then another +4 HP off of the vote. That gives Marshtomp a total of +8. And then it loses 1, so it gets -7. I mean, it gets -1, so it's 7 HP gain off of 1 move, carrying Marshtomp up to 16. That alone puts Marshtomp at a much better case. Don't get me wrong, a couple super effective moves, bam, 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 and Marshtomp is still out, because that badly poison damage will iterate up. But you get that vote in, you secure yourself a decent amount of HP, and then you spin your wheel, and this is why I say it's not a death sentence per se. It can be a death sentence, but again, you can spin the item wheel, you can get a Pecha Berry, you can get a Lumberry, you can also get, on the event wheel, Switcheroo. And if you Switcheroo Marshtomp's Rossberry with Cyndaquil's Pecha Berry, you immediately cure your poison. There's different things that can happen that can actually help you on the wheel itself, besides just getting a straight up heal. So Pain Split gives you more HP. More HP gives you more time to potentially survive. There's a lot, so even though this looks really dire for Marshtomp, it is not. Anyway, let's get back to the recap. I just wanted to go off on that because, again, it's always interesting to me when I see things like this, so sorry for all the rambling, but it's interesting when you can see like, oh, this looks really bad, but in all honesty, it's not as bad as it looks. There was a very clear way to get out of your situation. At least buy yourself some time. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but you can buy yourself some time at least. Anyway, back to the board. We have leading. We have a 5-way tie. We have Oshawott, Squirtle, Froakie, Litten, and Sobble. 3 of which are my starter Pokemon. Squirtle, Froakie, Sobble. Oh my god, my starters are doing well. 6th place, we have another one of my starter Pokemon, Totodile. 7th place, oh my god, is that another one of my starter Pokemon doing well in the elimination game that I have literally like 0 influence over? That it is, Poplio. Then we have my Hisuian starter Pokemon, Cyndaquil, followed up, but to be fair, you know, I don't really count it since, you know, he's not really the one I chose Totodile, so, you know, he's there. But then we have Totodile and Chespin and Turtwig, another one of my starter Pokemon. Damn, my starters are doing well. Damn, look at you, Turtwig. All tied. 11th place, we have a tie with Rowlet and Piplup. And then we have Torchic following behind at 23 HP. Scorbunny at 20, and then Grookey at 16. And rounding it up, 16th place, we have Quaxly, 15 HP. Followed by Charmander, 14 HP. Then we have Marshtomp, 9 HP, badly poisoned. I already went over that, so. And then we have Chimchar, 3 HP, basically at the end of his rope. I know this one went a little longer than normal recaps because I felt the need to just interject a little bit in there, but you know, it's interesting. It's just very interesting. This could go so many ways. It could go the very obvious way of Marshtomp just getting wiped out, and then, you know, it's very obvious where it goes from there, I guess. or at least it gets a little bit more interesting, or Marshram could save itself and then every single fire type on the board is in deep shit. So we'll see. We shall see. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for all the rambling. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Be sure to stop by my stream, twitch.tv/SheerRenton, or stop by my YouTube stream here on this exact channel. You never know. I'm working on something that will allow YouTubers to play the elimination game in the same manner that Twitch users are as well, so keep that in mind. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces!